Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with another brew review, and you might have guessed it today or right now we are going to do number 8 in Mr. Hop's Space Beer Crate. Yeah, I can't make this any more exciting than it is, so without keeping you guys waiting, let's go for number 8. Ooh, that one is pretty stuck in there. If only I had fingernails. To get this sucker out. Okay. Okay. A very nice label, again very Scandinavian, very minimalistic. It has two bells, two clocks. One says Mr. Hop, and the other says, "Dear Santa, I hope my wish comes true." And it is by Zuyd Craft, the brewery that was the very first beer, or had the very first beer in last year's Mr. Hop's Beer Bible. And let's say it made an impression on me because this was the mellow something banana stout thingy. Yeah, it left an impression. So, Zuyd Craft from Maastricht. Hope no one misses me at the family Xmas dinner. Again with those long names. Guys, for next year, Mr. Hop, YouTube is limited in the number of letters I can use for the titles. But yeah, nonetheless. Orange oaked heavy blonde. Interesting. Ingredients: water, malted barley, oats, hop, orange, oak wood, and yeast. 8% ABV. I am very curious, and mainly because Mr. Hop's logo is also on the can. So, okay, let's have a taste. I actually have pretty high hopes for this. First off, that's pretty orange, also slightly hazy. I see a swirling vortex of yeast and carbon dioxide bubbles there, which is a very nice dance in the glass. A lot of bubbles going on as well. Nice, slightly orangey, yellowy, off-white foam. Pretty cool. I already get a lot of orange and a lot of oak, a lot of vanilla, but the orange is slightly off, and by that I don't mean it went off. It's not going bad or anything, but it's like orange esters that they use in candy or in scented candles. A lot of zest. Yeah, there's some sweet bitter undertone there, but it is very woody. I think that my cigar loving friends would be slightly jealous. Why wait any longer? Let's have a taste. Yeah, that is pretty nice. Whereas the bock beer that we had earlier, the Leute, was quite boozy and warming with 7.5%. This one that has 8% is way more mellow. It's also slightly warming, but it is very mellow, very smooth, soft, silky, just glides right in. First impression, it is very smooth, but it's also a bit tingly in the weak tissue. Wood all over, and also quite a bit of that orange, which is softer in the flavor than in the nose. But in this setting, the woodiness, the oak with that orange really reminds me of those scented sticks that you put in the bathroom or in the living room. But I don't mean this in a bad way. It's just how my brain works. When I suck in some air, that aroma really releases, and that boosts the flavor all the way. I still get this silky smooth version of orange confit. I think this beer would go awesome with just a piece of chocolate. So you get a very distinguished sort of orangette or Lindt orange chocolate. But yeah, I do think that with a very pure a fondant or a noir, this would be awesome. And that also brings us at the aftertaste. The aftertaste is very unique, very special, because it is quite subtle but also quite present. You do get a lot of orange zest, some of the wood, a tiny bit of tingling from the alcohol and the carbon dioxide, but it's all very balanced and very soft and smooth. So yeah, and I do think that the craft idea in Zuyd Craft really worked out. Now I can laugh with these breweries experiments, but apart from that, we do have to admit and mention that they have the balls to experiment, and oftentimes they make very cool things. So yeah, scoring this, well, I can't go below 3.5 because this is way too decent. I think I don't like it enough to go for 4. And I think I would have gone for 3.75 if the flavor was a bit more fruity and natural and a bit less rounded, let's say. Although that is of course also the influence of the wood. But yeah, nonetheless, I have had a very good beer. So yeah, thanks you guys again for watching, for sticking with me. Thank you all the new subscribers. I think we've already had 20 people added since I started this list. So hey, welcome, thanks a lot. For the people who haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon. You'll get notified whenever I upload something. And that should be every day at 7 and 8 for the coming weeks. So see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.